You stand for the national anthem, put your hand on your heart and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, and you sing that national anthem when there's a third stanza that talks about slavery.
It's not our flag.
You are singing a song about your colonizers and you don't even realize it. But you love America so much. You want to join America so much. Do you know what you are pledging allegiance to? When you put your hand over your heart, do you know what you're pledging allegiance to? You are pledging allegiance to homosexuality, man.
Right.
You are pledging allegiance to transgenders, man.
Right.
You are pledging the water. That's a perfect word. You are pledging allegiance to Satan. You are pledging allegiance to all the different wickedness that this world and America has, man.
Pagan holiday.
You shouldn't be pledging allegiance to none of that. Why would you give your allegiance to the land of your oppressor, man? And the things that they push, man. You want to give your allegiance, man. You know who you give your allegiance to, black man? Give your allegiance to Commander General YAHANNA. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Commander General YAHANNA follows Christ. And because Christ follows the Most High who sent him.
All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a good.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 2. I have loved you.
I have what?
I have loved you.
I have loved who?
You.
God said, I have loved you. Talking to the Israelites. Read on.
Saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Let's start at verse 1 so they can get the clear picture. Read verse 1.
Kind of a kind. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel.
To who?
To Israel.
To who?
To Israel.
So we know the Lord is talking to Israel. Read on.
By Malachi. Verse 2. I have loved you.
I have loved you. And he just told you in verse 1 who he was talking about. He was talking about Israel, the Israelites. That's who God loves, man.
That's right.
Read on, let's get some more. Let's see if I'm up here just selling wolf tickets. I'm just lying up through my teeth. Let's see, read.
Saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
And is that not the question that we asked God? We say, how do you love us, man? How do you love us? Look at what we go through in this place. We're the ones, we're the last hired in the first fire. We're the marginalized groups in this place, man. Our babies are dying. We're getting killed in the streets. How does God love us? What did he say? What did brother say in that one movie? I think it might have been Malcolm X, one of those movies where he said there is no God. He said if there was a God, we wouldn't be going through the things that we go through, man. This is, you right, my bad, it was Boys in the Hood. He said if there was a God, why we live how we live? These are the questions that blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians ask themselves. You better believe that my so-called Latino brothers are asking themselves this question when their babies are locked in a cage at the border, hundreds of miles away from them, and they don't know where their kids are. And they can't retrieve their children and their wives. You better believe that they're starting to question God then. You better believe you start to question God when you're laying in a prison cell for a misdemeanor assault charge, and next thing you know, you're getting eaten to death by bed bugs and other bugs in a dirty prison cell in Fulton County, Georgia. This is when you start asking yourself about who is God. Does God love me? God can't love me. God don't love us. That's what we start to ask ourselves. But God is going to answer that question. Read.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Now God's going to answer the question. He said, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Follow him, God.
saith the Lord.
He said, yeah, that's what the Lord said. Esau was Jacob's brother. Read.
Yet I love Jacob.
Yet he loved who?
Jacob.
Yet he loved everybody.
Jacob.
Yet he loved Esau.
Jacob.
He said he loved Jacob. I can end it right there, but we're going to keep going, and you're going to see what God said. Read on.
Bring it on.
Verse 3. And I hated.
Wait, I what?
And I hated.
No, I loved him.
And I hated.
I care for everybody. I'm God. I don't hate anybody.
Esau.
I what?
I hated Esau.
God said he hated Esau, man.
That's
So
right.
how the hell are you gonna tell me that God loves everybody and I gotta love everybody? Let's keep it scientific and mathematic, right?
Lost and confused.
If King David said, I hate them that hate thee, he said that he hates what God hates. God just said that he hates Esau. So how are you gonna tell me it's a sin for me to hate Esau?
Right.
How are you going to tell me that it's a sin? And don't bring up, thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, because the word abhor means to treat disdainfully. I'm not telling you to go out and harm anybody. And here in the ISUPK, we don't believe in going out and harming a soul on anybody's lily white head. It will never happen. But guess what? We are not Christians, and we will defend ourselves.
That's right.
You can cross that line if you want to, but all bets are off after that. Like I said, this is not Mount Zion AME Baptist Church of the Latter-day Saints marching in. That's not what this is. You understand? These are priests and prophets of God who are trained to do this job. Now you can stand on the other side, you can learn, you can listen, write it down, you can take a flight.
I.S.U.P.K.
The Lord is going to make easy work in this place, man. And in the meantime, like I'm saying, you ain't gonna trick us, man. You ain't gonna trick the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K. You're not gonna trick the brothers and the sisters of the I.S.U.P.K. into loving on the oppressor, man. Into loving America, man. You can't. You can't. We already made our decision. Our loyalties lie with God. Our loyalties lie with the Most High, man. And America represents everything that goes against God. You understand? You still not okay, right? Go ahead, yeah, read verse 3 again.
Khan, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3. And I hated Esau. God
said he hated Esau. So at the very least, like I said, it must be okay for us to hate Esau. If God hates him, why can't I? Why can't I? And hey, again, don't mean I gotta harm him. Don't mean I gotta do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. We're not gonna do anything, my brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. We're not gonna do none of that. But guess what? But that means I'm gonna keep my distance from you. I'm gonna separate myself from this place. I'm gonna separate myself from your ideologies. I'm gonna separate myself from your Christmas and your Thanksgiving and your New Year's. I'm gonna separate myself from what your Father's Day, your Mother's Day, your Valentine's Day, your July 4th.
Easter Bunny Day.
Yeah, your nasty Easter you just celebrated when it should have been the damn Passover. That's what you should have been celebrating.
Pagan holiday.
You understand? That's what it is. But you gonna celebrate these wicked holidays, man. You gonna celebrate July 4th with America, when what was black people doing on July 4th in 1773? They got their independence in 1776. But what about July 4th, 1773? Was black people celebrating Independence Day then? No. Matter of fact, Salakia, what were black people doing on July 4th, 1777? The year after America got its independence. Were we letting off firecrackers? Were we going to the cookout? Were we grilling out in the back of the big house? Was Master giving us the big piece of chicken? Hell no. You was going to work just like every other day of the week. That's what you was doing. That's what we were doing, Salakia. We was working in fields like we always worked them. Why? Because we were slaves, man.
And getting whipped.
We continued to be slaves after 1776, all the way up into the 1800s and further. So how the hell are you going to celebrate July 4th?
You ain't gonna whip me no more.
You got that, brother? Read verse 3.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Oh.
Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith.
Now Edom, who's the father, or Edom is the, Esau's name became Edom, right? And he's the father of the Edomites. And let's see what he said. And of course, if you haven't gotten the picture by now, the so-called Edomites, or the Edomites, are who the so-called white man is now.
That's right.
The so-called oppressor, the Caucasian man, the European race of man that climbed out of the mountains on the banks, excuse me, on the mountains near Georgia, Russia. That's who Edom is and Esau is. And that's who God is talking about here, and he's going to prove it in the second read.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He returned and he built the desolate places. He returned and he built the places that had been knocked down, where there wasn't no crops, where there wasn't no good resources, where there wasn't nothing for what you would think you would want, man. He went and built it up. He got what? He got slaves, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to do the building for him, and he built up the desolate places. Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build.
He said, yeah, you're gonna build. You're gonna build America. You're gonna build your Twin Towers. You're gonna build your skyscrapers and your Chrysler building. You're gonna build your PNC up building. You're gonna build you're gonna build your cities up, man. Go to Durham right now. Stay in Raleigh. Look at all the construction they're doing. Look at all the new buildings going up. Look at them. All these new buildings that, of course, black people can't afford to live in.
That's right.
It's specifically made for the oppressor. We're supposed to be in some kind of recession.
That ain't right.
We're supposed to be in some kind of recession. The banks are struggling. And they say, oh, we have a financial crisis. Somebody making money.
That's right.
Because America's building itself up. And that's okay. Because God said this. Read.
They shall build, but I will throw down.
But I will what?
I will throw down.
God said you can build all you want. He's going to bring all of this down to the ground. So you better enjoy it now, America. You better enjoy it. You better have fun. You better enjoy living in the skybox or the sky house, whatever the hell it is. You better enjoy your lattes. You better enjoy all your different little artisan cookies and drinks. Your damn your nasty steaks you eat that you got all the blood in it. Enjoy it all, because it's coming to an end real soon.
That's right.
It's coming right to an end in thermonuclear destruction. And like I say, you're gonna be like, damn, that brother in the red shirt, that cat in the red shirt was saying something right from that Bible. Those guys in them funny outfits with them headbands and them shirts and them garments and those boots and those braids and those gold teeth, they told me that God was going to destroy me, and here I am on fire as we speak. That's where your life is going, oppressor. Any more on that? Read on.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
They shall call them what?
The border of wickedness.
Again, this is not what we created. This is not what the I.S.U.P.K. We didn't wake up one morning and decide to say, you're the devil the Bible speaks of, the oppressor's the devil the Bible speaks of, America's gonna burn. We didn't just wake up and decide to say this. This has been in the Bible for thousands of years. And the Bible says that what? That Esau, after they get destroyed, they're gonna be called what?
The border of wickedness.
They're gonna be called the border of wickedness. Think of it like saying the height of wickedness. Think of it like saying, like the full extent of something. They are going to be called the full extent of wickedness. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
And the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. Indignation means strong hate and disgust.
That's right.
And these are the people who the Lord is going to hate forever. Do you understand? But he told you who he loves, man. If you black, Latino, or Native American Indian, God loves you.
That's right.
He loves you, and he hates your enemies. And they're going to have to pay for all the crimes against God's chosen people. Drop that. Salakia. Give me Romans. Give me Romans 9 and 13. Let's get some more. Let's get some more on how God feels. Matter of fact, Salakia, not even that. Give me Psalm 59. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 59. Let's start at verse 1. We want help from our enemies in this place. And so we call upon the name of the Most High in the I.S.U.P.K. We don't want to make friends with you. We don't want to rub our shoulders and elbows with you. We want to be separate from you because you've destroyed us long enough. Because you've sicked your dogs on us long enough. And by dogs, I don't just mean actual canines. It could be your police. It could be your border patrol. It could be your actual dogs. It could be whatever the hell else it is that you try to send against us to destroy us in this place. And we've seen it all. And so we're asking the Most High to destroy you so we can be free.
That's right.
Because the only way that blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians can be free is if America gets destroyed.
That's right.
That's the only way. That's why when we see Vladimir Putin, you know, I call him rootin' tootin' Putin. When we see Putin and we see Kim Jong-un or whichever one it is, and the cat in China, we see all of them and they clipping up and they making deals with each other. And I know y'all shaking in y'all little sketches. I know y'all shaking in y'all Converses. I know it. Y'all shaking in y'all shoes. You're so afraid of what's gonna happen. But in the ISUPK, we're not afraid of it at all. Why? All we're gonna do is have a drink and say, La Yasha Allah, Barakataya Hawa Shah, that America is finally being destroyed. Because when America gets destroyed, you're gonna see black people rise up. We've seen it before. Go look at your history books. Go look at the times when America was struggling, and you will see that black people were prospering just fine. And that's usually when they come in with some bombs or something to try to destroy what we had, like in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What about in Durham, North Carolina, when we were prospering on Black Wall Street? When we were prospering in the Haiti community, where we had our own banks, we had our own hospitals, we had our own schools, we had our own grocery stores, we had our own barbershops, we had our own everything. Airport. We had our own everything. We were outperforming, you understand, the oppressors, and what they do. They decided to run a damn highway through the community and bleed all the resources out of the community. That's what they did. But it's no sweat, because as we just read, the Lord got something for America, man. You got that, brother? Start at verse 1. We're going to read in the Bible, if King David wants to be friends with those who come against him. Read.
Khan, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 59 and verse 1. Deliver me from mine enemies.
King David said what?
Deliver me from mine enemies.
King David said, deliver me from my enemies. Read.
Oh my God. Oh my power. Oh my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me.
He said, defend me from them that rise up against me. How can the Lord defend us from those that rise up against us if we go and join them?
Right.
If we go to your Christian church with you, if we sit in the pew with you and pray to the same God as you. No, that won't work. You see, while you go in there and try to teach us a song and dance about loving each other and holding hands in the Rainbow Coalition, we understand that, guess what, Mr. Oppressor? We need to be protected from you. We need to be saved from you. We need to be defended against you. You are the vile, wicked, disgusting parasite bacteria on the planet Earth.
That's right.
I almost said a word I'm not supposed to say. I'm going to say God's going to do it, because we're not going to do it. And God is going to exterminate you just like the bacteria that you are.
Right.
We're not going to do it, but God is damn sure going to do it. Because guess what? Because it's in this place, again, for over 400 years, we've done everything for you and got nothing in return. We've got nothing back. It's obvious by now how much you hate us. Because guess what? The so-called Chinese man, the so-called Chinese man and the Japanese man can come over here and what? Have his own community. He can have his own stores. He can have his own banks. He can have his own hospitals. He can have everything to himself. He can be a self-sustaining entity in America. Don't believe me? You know I'm gonna tell you where to go. All you gotta do is go to New York City, go to Queens, go to Main Street. Go to Main Street and Prince. Go to Main Street and Roosevelt. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You will see a community that is ran by Koreans. As in, every store is theirs. You'll see like one Bank of America, one McDonald's, and a couple of other things sprinkled in there, but most of it is owned by the Koreans. And guess what? Because they tell a black man we gotta do what? They say that for blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to prosper in this place, we gotta go out and vote. We gotta put in a ballot. We gotta go down to the school and let our voices be heard. You do know that the so-called Chinese man doesn't even vote. The so-called Chinese man doesn't even vote. The Japanese and Korean man, they do not go to the polls for anything.
That's right.
And yet they still have their own everything. The fact of the matter is, it ain't got nothing to do with voting. It ain't got nothing to do with holding hands with America, singing the songs, because we sang all your songs, we fought in all your wars, we went to your churches, we did everything you want us to do. This has everything to do with you being our natural enemy, and we will never get along. And you can try to butter us up all you want, so we can keep being your slaves. But the time of us being your slaves is soon at an end.
That's right.
You are the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
We are going to treat you as such.
That's right.
You got that, brother? Read it again.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 59 and verse 1. Deliver me from mine enemies. Oh my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me.
Read on.
Verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity.
Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. That means those that work in sin. America was built on sin, man. It was built on murder. It was built on rape. It was built on robbery. America will literally sit in this place and tell you to your face in the history books that they stole the land from the Native American Indians. And then they'll also sit around in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina, like it's all honky-dory, and treat it like this is their land. Like this is what they own. Like this is what they built. That's a goddamn lie, man.
That's right.
America is the land of vagabonds and thieves and rapists and murderers. That's right. That's what America is, and will always be that. Read that again.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 59 and verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. And save me from bloody men.
We need to be saved from bloody men. There's so much blood on America's hands. There's so much blood on America's hands, and we have to be saved from you, because you just can't help it, can you? You just can't help being a violent piece of garbage.
Right.
You can't help but just be a vicious monster. You have no decorum. You have no class whatsoever.
Right.
You have none of that, and you're a coward.
Damn right.
You're all of those horrible things put in one.
Right.
And you have no discipline. You think that makes you a man because you can pick up a gun and shoot somebody who's unarmed?
Right.
You think that makes you a man because you can murder a black woman who didn't put on a right turn signal?
Right.
You think that makes you a man because you can choke out a brother who was selling Lucy cigarettes in Staten Island?
Right.
You think that makes you strong? You think that makes you a man? Well, according to this Bible, you are a B-word and a coward. And that's what you are and what you always have been. You are not a man. You are a villain. And God is the hero. And guess what? His priests and prophets are here to bring shame upon you, America. America, you turned my brothers and sisters into drug addicts in this place. You turned my brothers and sisters into gangbangers in this place.
Right.
You turn my people against one another so we can what? Appease you? So we can make you look good? I'm gonna go ahead and smoke another black man so I can get so I can get money to spend with you? So I can buy some Balenciaga shoes that look terrible? So I can wear your clothes and your fashion? What? So I can drive a car that you said is luxury? How about this? To hell with whatever the hell you think is luxury.
Right.
To hell with your Fifth Avenue. To hell with your Park Avenue. To hell with your Madison Avenue. I would never destroy my brothers and my sisters for none of that. Why? Because God commanded me and my brothers to love each other.
That's right.
And that's what we're gonna do. All I'm gonna do is continue to do this work and show you who the oppressor is according to this Bible.
Already told these niggas, you understand? I call up King Ty, he say what's up, I say what's good, my lord. Listen, he like, listen, these niggas ain't ready for none of this, you understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got on his arm or his chest, I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas, we royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is saying. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. No clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in.
Already know.
Your jaw like glassware, we pull up not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us, it's over, you saying your last prayer.
Go ahead.